Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the morning crew, Tomlin and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to today. Today is March 3rd. It is National Hospitalist Day. National Hospitalist. That is like nursing day, I guess. Like if you're going to be any kind of caregiver in the hospital. It is also National Anthem Day. So today, when you're
maybe somebody would sing to us.
When we're saying that, maybe we have someone to sing the pledge. Can you sing the pledge?
Not really.
Not really. I don't know if you might be able to. And then it is also National, this is one of my favorites, Cold Cuts Day. There's nothing like a good cold cut sandwich.
We should have gone to Nardelli's today.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get cold cuts that day. Yeah. Well, I did got turkey. That's right. And National, I don't know how this is going to work out for everybody. I want you to be happy day. I want you to be happy day. So you got to go out there and do something because you want somebody else to be happy. It's kind of like a kindness day, but you're going to go out of your way to make them happy. Or I guess I want you to be happy, but I really don't care whether or not you are day. You'll like this one. It's also National Mulled Wine Day. What's in that cup?
Coffee.
All right, good. Just checking.
Cafe Bustelo. Black.
And National Soup It Forward Day. I don't really know what that means. Actually, you're supposed to send someone a pot of soup. So if you haven't sent your pot of soup out yet, now would be the time to get that pot of soup on. Oh, I wonder. This would be a good day. I would eat some soup. It is also the second to last day of the week. It looks like we're going to make a whole week without a snow day. It is an A day as well, so get ready for that. And then if you haven't turned your Chromebooks in just yet to get them repaired, make sure you get those Chromebooks turned in. Fill out that Google form because I think your name is going to get read on the announcements if you haven't done that already. And today's daily dose of love from the Choose Love program here at Woodland is the things that make me different are the things that make me, me. You know who said that quote? Famous philosopher, Winnie the Pooh. All right. Don't forget to check out the new books this week that are going to be there for you to read in the Woodland Media Center. If you need any other choices, feel free to see Mrs. Smith and Mrs. D. Alexander, and they'll give you some suggestions on what you can read. Give them a genre, and they'll give you a list of titles. Today is also the last day to sign up for The Lion King. If you haven't brought that check in, there's a good chance you're not going to go to Broadway to go see The Lion King. And it's a heck of a show. And today is also Pizza Day. That's right. The class of 2022's got their fundraiser. You have to order from Antonio's or from Hometown Pizza. One for Beacon Falls, one from Prospect. And that way the money can go to their class.
It says tonight. Doesn't say the time. Must be supper.
Oh, I'm assuming. Although pizza breakfast is delicious. We don't have enough pizza places around here, though.
Leftover. Leftover pizza for breakfast?
No, leftover pizza for breakfast. But breakfast pizza is an entirely different thing. It's got like eggs and sausage on it and stuff. That's different than pizza for breakfast. This is a specific one. You can have a whole meal made out of pizza. You can have, pizza like as your hors d'oeuvre, and then you have some, like a meat pizza for your entree, and then they have like dessert pizzas, which are like a big cookie shaped like a pizza. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you can eat pizza
on Mondays.
Pizza is just it's part of the food pyramid. If you look in there, it's like the third one up on the rail.
I thought it was its own pyramid.
Oh,
I thought it was its own separate pyramid.
I don't know. I think it could be. Don't forget that Isabella Tottenham has her luau for Best Buddies Prom, and that is going to be April 29th. So if you can help her out, feel free to reach out to her and offer your support. And don't forget to listen to us live every morning at 7:15 a.m.-ish, or find us on morningmayhem.show. Time now for the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin.
Morning. A couple top stories to start your day. First up, hold on. Being slowed this morning. All right, UK refugee count tops 1 million. So since the 7 days since the Ukrainian war has begun, we're up to 1 million refugees. Is actually the largest amount of people who have largest and quickest amount of people to flee a war zone in this century. United Nations said Thursday, as Moscow said it was ready for more talks to end fighting, even as its forces pressed their assaults on the country's second largest city and 2 strategic seaports. Moldova and Georgia are expected to formally ask the EU to join. This comes on the heel of Ukraine formally asking the EU to join. Also,
and that because it looks like they're going to get attacked too.
So Norway and Germany are now sending missiles to Ukraine to fend off the Russians. And for the first time ever, Finland and Sweden popularity polls now show that the people there are in favor of them joining NATO. Now, they stayed out of NATO throughout the Cold War. So when the Soviet Union and the United States were about to destroy each other, they stayed on the sidelines. Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine has now pushed these 2 countries now to want to join NATO as part of the defense alliance. So you'd have multiple countries coming into the European Union, more countries attempting to join NATO.
Wow.
All right. The largest ever family tree has been identified. 27 million people in Africa and the Middle East and parts of Asia have been linked in the largest family tree ever discovered. It's been described as the sequoia of family trees.
That's cute. I had jokes, but I think most of them are
There's
not going to work in this.
Russia refuses to launch a new internet satellite, pointing at sanctions. With increased sanctions against Russia, they are deciding to postpone launches of satellites because they have contracts with various companies to launch satellites for them, including a startup in London that is trying to angle against Elon Musk. They're now potentially going to collapse because their satellite system that was supposed to be launched this week by Russia is now not going to go anywhere. And last but not least, the rumor is either next Wednesday or next Thursday, Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer is going to be released. And there's your news.
That is news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Last night, swim and dive, NVL finals. DJ Mulligan showed up to defend his title. And guess what? Another first place.
He's going to get sore shoulders where all the gold is going to hang around his neck.
Yeah. Heavier than a backpack. He earned 417.30 points.
What did he have last year? I don't remember off the top of my head, but
I think it was like 402. I think.
Yeah, I think it sounds like he did.
Just over 400, I believe. Watertown diver Emma Nugai finished second with 372.9 points. And third place, woodland diver D'Angelo Allen. He took third with 337.85 points. Congratulations, woodland divers. Well done. Now, swimming have their NVL finals on Saturday. That's at Kennedy. And on Monday, boys basketball have their first round of their states against Morgan at Clinton with a 6:30 start.
All right. And we heard anything about Quiz Bowl of late? What's your next?
Quiz Bowl, we have a tournament on Saturday.
That's what I thought.
It's the Eastern Coast.
Eastern Coast.
Yes.
How far down does the Eastern Coast extend? Is that down to
Maine
Florida?
to Florida.
Maine
We're
to Florida.
Against a whole bunch of really good teams.
And is that virtual?
That's
or
virtual. Yep.
Is this a qualifier for the Nationals?
Qualifier for Nationals. So wish us luck.
Luck.
We have two
Good
teams
luck.
attending.
No. I'm going to wish you skill.
Skill. Oh,
Yeah.
got
See what I did
skills.
there? All right.
Thank you very much.
And that's the sports with Mama Manning. Our guests this morning are from the Woodland Dance Team. Good morning to Arlena, Michaud, and Abby Scott. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for coming in and getting up this early in the morning. I know you got stuck in traffic. Now, when you texted me, I'm assuming you were at a dead stop.
Yeah, it was like right at the beginning of the entrance ramp for Prospect, and then all dead stop there, and it was around an accident around, I think, exit 27. So I ended up getting off exit 27 and then going the back way and then re-entering near the entrance near Carvel. Everything was fine back then, but then, yeah, I probably rushed here.
Good, and there was no follow-up text. Good, because I want to make sure.
She was busy driving.
10 and 2. You guys had a great season this year. Tell me a little bit about how the season went and what are some of the highlights.
So it started off, whatchamacallit? We had a new coach this season.
Yep.
It's the third coach in 3 years.
Wow.
There has been some
but
turnover.
We do really like this coach. He's a great coach, and as a result, we went to NBLs, got the NBL champion. So we retained it from the last NBL season, and we went to states and qualified for regionals. So
Yeah, and actually, even with the turnover for coaches, it says something about the dynamicness of the team to stay together and then go to NBLs and then NBLs again under a different coach. I think that says something about how well you guys work together.
No, yeah. I think that we're probably closer as a team than we ever have been, like just family wise. We definitely gained a lot of like just togetherness, let's say that, over the years, because losing a coach and then losing another coach, and then this year we were really uncertain of what was going to happen, and I think losing a lot of like great dancers that we had was a little nerve-wracking, but I think like us coming together had a lot to do with us winning this year, and just like us being like getting that recognition we deserve. I think that happened a lot more than
I know when I go to basketball games and you girls perform at the halftime show, it is always amazing to me to see how well you are in sync. So I know you have steps. I know you have beats. What are you thinking in your head? Am I counting beats? Or are you just saying, okay, I need to do this next?
It's mainly thinking about what's coming next, especially because we've been making a lot of changes. So every time we do the dance, there's always something slightly different. So like if you look at me, I might be yelling sometimes, a lot of the times during the dances, during the games.
Oh, I enjoy that part.
But that's mainly going through our heads is that we can't forget the new parts. Or I just messed up a part.
Yeah, music's all by 8 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's usually counted by that. Changes a lot this year. It's a matter of just knowing it. And then once we do know it, it's just kind of common sense at that point. It's just kind of like an automatic kind of thing. And then it's just thinking about the other things. So now that I know the moves, now I can do faces. Like now that I know the moves, I can like yell out and communicate. That's a big thing with us is communication. And it's big for dance team is communicating on the floor. So yelling, hyping people up, giving out changes. I think that's what helps us too.
And what are the toughest moves in your routine?
I don't know. What are the toughest moves?
I mean, the turns were pretty hard in jazz.
Turns.
Making sure any lifts stick, but we usually are good with it. The lifts in hip hop are especially. We kept changing them.
Well, the other thing too is you have smiles on the entire time.
Oh yeah.
While you're doing all this other thinking, because I know that on TikTok they have like the shuffle dances and you can get the little right.
Hey, that was good.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I try those because I watch you guys out there. I'm going, all right, that's super hard. But then the other part is like I watch my feet when I'm dancing to try to figure out what they're doing. I had like this face of concentration. You guys are looking like you're enjoying everything that you're doing out there with this real sharp, crisp choreography. How do you have that mindset to stay that focused and make it look that easy? Because you guys have a lot of changes in your routine. They're very quick.
Practice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just came over time. I mean, I'm used to it now, so it's just a matter of knowing the moves, and now it's just like an automatic, like kind of reflex. But no, yeah, I get that a lot. I think that's probably the most difficult thing about dance, and people don't realize that they're like, oh yeah, like you can dance, like etc. But it's also like you have to look good while doing it, and you don't realize like it's like playing football, but then having a smile on your face the entire time. You know what I mean? It's not the same.
Oh, I got that analogy. Very good. Very good. How many seniors on the squad?
5.
5. You're gonna lose a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who are some of the up and comers?
We have 3 freshmen right now: Anna Duffany, Gabby Velope, Isabella Vaccaro. We have 2 sophomores: Michaela Castanti, Peyton Torres, and then we have 3 juniors: Isabella Marks, Grace Tottenham, and Keelan Giuliani.
Oh, so they're going to be in good shape coming up, and hopefully we'll get some more freshmen that come out.
Definitely.
And your other seniors?
Oh, me, Arlena, Gabby Sciaretto, she's also our other captain. She's not here right now. Skylar DeFazio and Sophia Feduzzi.
Now, the state title that you were going for, you came in second, and that was in hip hop. What's the difference, or what's the label on the performances that you do for competition?
So there's 4 categories that you can do. There's hip hop, jazz, pom, and kick. And I think it was kick doesn't go to regionals, but whoever places in each of the categories. So at the states, it was split into the 4 categories in large group and small group. So we were small group for both of them. And whoever places, I think it was top 2 for all of them except pom. I think top 5 went to or qualified for regionals. But yeah, at the beginning of the season, you pick 2 dances. Some people do 1, but it's better to do 2 because it's a combined score for overalls. So yeah, you pick the dances and then they advance.
And the routine is completely different from last year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you keep some of the same moves? Are there certain parts that you keep in, or do you have to have, like when you're getting judged, do you have to have certain components, or can you be as creative as you want to be?
Oh, well, obviously there's different components that we're judged on, like technique, performance aspect, the difficulty of it. But yeah, every year we're choreographed a different dance. So this year we were choreographed by our old coach, Kristen Cullen. She choreographed both our jazz and our hip hop dance. Everything's new, but you're going to see some of the same moves, but like not in the same places. You know what I mean? So
It's usually if you have a move from the previous season that you did really well on, you might as well just sneak it in there.
Well played. And how do you pick the music? Because there's a lot that goes on with how that really enhances the performance and where the changes are.
I mean, that's a good question. We don't usually pick the music. It's usually the coach. So, I mean, they made a good decision this year, though.
Yeah, they did. It was good. Everything worked together very well.
Mhm.
That it did.
And obviously it did, because you walked off with a lot of honors and awards and recognition. So congratulations on your season.
Thank you.
And to the other seniors there, as you guys look forward to what you're going to be doing in college. Is anyone going to be going into continuing on in dance in college?
Yep.
I think all the 5 seniors said they were, whether it's competition or just like dance in general, like a club or something. We were all planning on doing it in college.
All right. So if we have anybody that hasn't gone out for the dance team, it's all right for them to come up to you and ask if they're what they need to do to be ready to try out for next year.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's a long season. When are tryouts?
Oh, yeah. I believe that we're going to have a tryout in April, and then we're going to have another one at the beginning of the season. So just kind of like a double thing, just to get more kids going. We're also going to have a clinic, I believe, for the middle schoolers along that time period, just to get them involved. Yeah, it is a long season. We start from the beginning of the year, and we usually end in around February, March. This year, I think we're a little extended because of regionals. But, we're just going to keep working hard. I think we're going to have a little more extended practices because a lot of us are going off to college, and she wants to prepare us for that. But yeah, it is a long season. I don't think people realize that.
I don't think they do.
And a lot of us are dancing outside of this too. So it's like,
Wow.
yeah.
All right. Well, if you have any questions on how to join the dance team, I'm sure Arlena or Abby will be happy to answer your questions. And on behalf of the show, thank you both for coming in. And don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.
Here through, really? Check 1, 2, 1, 2, check 1. Oh, yeah, it's right here. It's this. No, that's mine. But it just cut out just now.
But you hear the cutout.
It is cut out. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not working right now. It's green. It's this right here. Mine's working, but this is the one that got hit. Check. Yeah, it's this one. I'll have to get a new one for here. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. So if you have an issue, it'll be right. Yep, right here.
Okay, so you know.
Yep.
When she was talking, I couldn't hear her at all.
Yeah, because these new ones like are a little bit of a noise canceling.
Yeah.